Hi everybody, my name's Martin Hill and this is my football review show. Today I'm having a look at the big game last night at Wembley. Yep, England against Poland. England 2, Poland 0. Great result for England, great performance. We're off to the World Cup. Whatever's happened in the past, whatever's going to happen in the future, we're there. We can have a great summer, we can enjoy some great football, so let's just enjoy it. Look, first of all I want to say what a great atmosphere it was in the stadium. And praise to the Polish fans for making it a really special atmosphere. One of the best I can remember in Wembley for a long, long time. And also to the Polish players for coming out and making a real game of it. I think it helped England. If it had been a cagey, nervous start and Poland had sat back, England might have thought they had to rely on some kind of pre-arranged tactics. But, you know, Poland came out punching and England had no choice but just to play. Just play freely, spontaneously. And that's when it works best. That is the way for the future, not, as we've seen in the past, it all looks too set up and too organised and the players aren't fluid enough. No, they just went for it. Let's go for it, England. Let's just play like we did last night. Spontaneity, that's the secret. If you look at the performances, I thought Joe Hart was solid, did what he had to do. Leighton Baines at left back, well, everyone knows, he should have been the left back for England 2 years ago. You know, for me, there's no place for Cole anymore, even in the squad. I don't think he's an international footballer anymore. He's had a good run. In the centre there, Jagielka and Cahill, I think they might struggle a bit at the World Cup against really skillful, tidy, intelligent players. A little bit flat-footed at times, but they're probably the best pairing we've got, and they are getting better together. At right back, Smalling, I think he did a good job. He was a bit erratic in the first half, dived in, got a booking. But generally played well, but I tend to want to put Phil Jones in there. I think he's a little bit more of an intelligent footballer and a little bit of a safer bet for me. And I think he's improving all the time. In the midfield, Gerrard did okay, scored a great goal late on, really determined effort there. Carrick was good all night, really nice and tidy, keeping the ball moving, just what we know Carrick can do. I think he's got a good chance of starting next summer in Brazil. Gerrard, he probably will be starting, but I'm not sure. He seems to be losing form quite quickly, Stevie G. What a great footballer he's been, but it just seems he's just lacking half a yard at the moment, and he ain't going to get it back with the age. So, you know, for me, as an alternative, I'd be looking at, you know, Jack Wilshere and Jack Rodwell in there. You know, Jack Rodwell, very underrated player, very tidy, very intelligent, keeps the ball, makes space for himself, makes space for others. I'd definitely look at Jack Rodwell. And Wilshere is improving all the time, as we know, getting back from injury. Then we've got Townsend on the right there. Don't tell me anybody out there would have guessed that Townsend would be playing for England like he is. I thought he might be a bit of a fast guy that, you know, struggled with a bit of quality at international level. I was wrong, and I bet a lot of you were wrong. What a great player he is. He just goes for it, and he's highly technical. He knows how to find space. He knows how to find dangerous areas. I like the lad. He's going to start next year. Let's hope he stays injury-free. On the left-hand side, we had Welbeck. For me, I'm not sure about Welbeck. I don't think he's technically good enough to start next year. He'd probably be on the plane, but not technically good enough to start. And in the middle, we've got Rooney, who had a great game last night. He's got to be starting, although he does seem to struggle at these big tournaments when against the big teams. Sturridge, I think Rooney and Sturridge work quite well together. And I think Rooney likes a bit of pace there next to him so he can sit back and go into little pockets and do his business. But as a front, apart from Townsend, as a front three, I think I'd like to see Rooney, Sturridge, and I'd put Lambert in there against the better quality teams, because I think the pace of the games will be slower next year and Lambert will fit in nicely. We don't need 400-metre runners in there next year. We need highly technical, intelligent footballers. So look, folks, great night last night. 2-0 to England. Let's be happy and let's enjoy next year's games. It's going to be fantastic in Brazil. Well done, lads.